top 7 Rec Room originals. These are the top 7 rooms made by the creators of Rec Room, or people on their teams, I'm pretty sure. These are, in my opinion, the best of their works. Again, this is my opinion. If you don't see your favorite on here, let me know and I'll do a review on it.
Take care of these.
Because why not? You know? So enjoy the list, and I recommend you check out these maps. They're always a lot of fun to play. Coming in at number 7 is going to be Paintball, one of the most arguably famous rooms they have. It's on the list because I feel like there's a wide variety of weapons. It's a very basic game mode in almost every game, and it's always a blast to play. Why it's so low on the list is because it's very rage-inducing and a lot of sweats play it. And I think it's definitely worth your while to check out for a bit, but at the same time, just go play Call of Duty, you know? Then again, this is VR, so if you like this type of thing, it's definitely your thing, but if you don't, you're not going to want this at all. Number 6 is going to go ahead and be bowling. Now this one's a lot of fun, it's very satisfying. My only problem is that it's hard to play with multiple people just to get them to cooperate and such. So although it's very satisfying, it's a lot of fun, and there's more than just bowling to do there. There's arcade games, there's pool. It's a very cool experience, and better than paintball just because it's more relaxed environment. That's why I put it above this. And it's definitely very well put together. Worth checking out, for sure. Number 5 is going to go ahead and be soccer, because this one, not as well put together as bowling, and it's very laggy, not laggy, but hard to hit the ball in some cases. But it's so fun when you're playing with friends, even by yourself. It's a lot of fun, it's easy to get good at, and it's really just, if you don't know what to do, play some soccer, you know? This is definitely something you have to check out if you're playing with a group of friends. If you're by yourself, maybe not. There's not a lot to do, it's a little bit glitchy, but you can get some good rewards with it too. And honestly, this has got to be one of my favorite game modes of all time. Well, besides the others on the list, because, you know, they're better. Coming in at number 4 is going to be disc golf, which is a real sport not a lot of people know about or think is a real sport. It's a lot of fun to play in real life, though. Anyway, I think the video game counterpart to disc golf is a ton of fun. Again, it's very satisfying when you make it in. And another thing I gotta say is it's very calm and relaxing compared to a lot of the other game modes in Rec Room. You can play with friends, you can play without friends. There's game modes where you gotta throw the disc back and forth to each other. Definitely very well put together. There's a lot of gimmicks to it, and it's just so beautiful, honestly. It looks kind of blocky. Is it the easiest thing? Oh, yeah, it's pretty easy. But I definitely would say top 7 material. In fact, this is top 5 material. Great game, 100%. Go check it out. Just play through it once, even if this isn't your sort of thing, you know? Now we're getting into the best of the best here. This is the most famous one for sure. And these next 3, I couldn't really decide which ones to put where. They're all quite interchangeable, but I think I picked a good spot for this one. This is, don't remember the name of it. It's like Golden Castle or something. It's the first one you see when you start the game, honestly. This is a lot of fun. It's very replayable, and it's a great boss fight. There's a very different feel to it in this one. It's intense. It's definitely a lot of fun. Great bonding experience with you and your homies, you know? Is it the easiest thing? No. There's definitely a level of difficulty to it that I would say is necessary to be there. One complaint I have with it, though, is that it is kind of one track. It's very repetitive. And that's about all the complaints I have for it, really. There's a lot of variety of rooms, you know? And there's also a big variety of different enemies. You know, there's guys with like big axes, there's red guys that are harder to take down. Like I said, there's even a boss fight. Not a lot of them have that, I don't think. I don't know, this is the only one I've gotten to the last level on. And I honestly think that this is definitely one you gotta check out with people. By yourself, it's kind of hard and not very fun. It's kind of gets you kind of lonely, you know. Number 2, definitely worthy of this spot on this list. The environment of Isle of the Lost Skulls is amazing. Number 1, let's talk about their point system, where you gotta pick up money itself, and you're not just getting it from things or skeletons or people you kill. You know, that's a unique something that you don't see in many of these other game modes. Now, in fact, I don't think you see any of them in any other game mode. You can always get points and stuff from killing mobs and from getting things around, but you never have to pick them up exclusively, which I think is a good and a bad thing. But the variety of weapons is just amazing. Like, you can broom someone to death. The weapons all retain to the pirate theme, which I think is also something they did very well. And the difficulty is also something. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. Is it hard? No, it's not hard. It has a nice balance to it, where you have to use your head to think sometimes, and it definitely comes down to the wire. Another weapon idea that they used is that the weapons can break, and you have to constantly pick up new ones, which throws this fresh style where you have to run around picking up new weapons, adds a layer of chaos to it, which I think the game uses very well. Like, and there's different gimmicks to each level, like having to shoot a cannon to make it to the other half, or to the other side of the stage, which is just another boat, which this is just amazing. However, this next one has a few properties that's so much better. Number 1, Rise of the Jumbotron. It's not Rise of the Jumbotron. Something like that. We're gonna call it Rise of the Jumbotron for now. This is like a sci-fi space escape type deal. It's absolutely amazing. The weapon variety is 5. You get 5 different guns. But what makes them so different is that they all shoot differently. And man, look at those health bars. That is just so satisfying. Especially when you see them just explode in front of you. Absolutely beautiful. Speaking of the enemies exploding, there's a decent variety of them. There's a whole bunch of them. There's like 5. That's not me being sarcastic. They're all different to such an extent that they all fit together, you know? And I think there's a very hard difficulty to this, but the chaos that ensues with it makes it all worth the while playing. It's very replayable at that too, and you can definitely play it with some friends. Although the rooms are slightly repetitive, but they did the best with what they could. You know, how the spaceship, like what you're gonna put like a pirate deck in there? Is this better than Pirates? I say it's more satisfying than Pirates. It has a level of satisfaction. The fighting's a little bit cleaner. But, you know, it just depends what you prefer. You can like Pirates or you can like this. Me personally, I like this a lot better. Just because it's fun to play with friends, you know? And the weapons are a lot funner to use, and the fighting's a little bit cleaner. Those little things that just shape up the map a little better make it funner to play. That's plain and simple.